true pioneer is one who not only quickly embraces opportunity, but leads the way in times of change. Few in the world of college sports video have lived up to this standard greater than Rick Bagby. Rick has dedicated more than 2 decades to this industry, making a majority of his innovations at Clemson University. While there, he's overseen an explosion of video boards at venues including Memorial Stadium, Doug Kingsmore Stadium, Riggs Field, and Littlejohn Coliseum. Each time, Rick pushed the envelope, always finding new ways to enhance the fan experience. He embraced tapeless workflows early on in their life and made Clemson among the first of the major schools to shift their focus to live streaming when schools nationwide were experimenting with producing their own live games. He's also been a pivotal figure among his ACC brethren as the schools continue to prepare for the launch of the ESPN-supported ACC network in 2019. Rick has always been a tremendous resource and an active member of the sports video community outside of his campus. He's highly involved with the CSVA and has supported the Sports Video Group since its inception. That's why the Sports Video Group, Rick's peers, and previous winners of this award have named him as the 2018 recipient of the SVG College Pioneer Award.
I got to meet Rick in 1997 when he came to work with me at the University of Wisconsin. And from the very beginning, he was a great friend and a great collaborator, a guy that always asked great questions. And that gave him the ability to execute things to a really fine degree. Rick was always very much a person who looked at better ways to do things, more efficient ways to do things. And he always had a great plan. And I really always have admired that about him. So Rick, congratulations. You are absolutely deserving of the 2018 SVG Pioneer Award.
Congratulations, Rick. So well deserved. When I think about your time here at Clemson and working together, the word pioneer fits so perfectly, both here at Clemson and nationwide. What you bring to the table is unprecedented and something that makes us all so proud of you and makes every one of us that much better too.
Rick, I just wanted to say congratulations. You are worthy of the honor. You are a true pioneer when it comes to the fact that you have gotten Clemson's ESPN3 effort up and off the ground and rolling right along.
Rick, congratulations on being this year's Pioneer Award winner. In the past 20 years that I've known you, seeing you go from coaching video to video boards and all the things along the way, it's been a pleasure to watch you stay ahead of the technology. Really push this thing forward and truly be a pioneer in everything you've done in this business. Congratulations again.
I think back to when I came to Clemson in early 2000, and you were there already setting the standard and putting Clemson on the map from a video production standpoint, really pushing the envelope and taking the ACC to the next level. Congrats to you. Thank you for all you do, and I really appreciate everything you've done for me in my career.
Congratulations to Rick Bagby, the SVG College Pioneer Award. Rick, you've meant so much to our department, and this is an incredibly well-deserved award. Congratulations from all of us at Clemson.
You've had a vision for the development of a broadcast facility here at Clemson, and it's about to come to fruition. But, as most of you who know Rick, who truly know Rick Bagby, you know he lets no green grass grow under his feet. Congratulations on receiving the SVG College Pioneer Award, Rick. An honor well deserved, my friend.
Rick, I'd like to say congratulations on your award. I think it's way past due. I can remember the day when you came in and you helping me out because I was just putting in so many hours with the system, old LSVE and Pacquiao, and that stuff just drove me crazy. When you introduced Pinnacle Omega to me, that was like a lifesaver.
Rick, congratulations on winning the Pioneer Award. Very deserved honor. Actually, I'm surprised a little bit that your old boss, Chris Schlater, didn't win it first, but he got out of the business. That's all good. Rick, behind every good man, there's a good woman, and I want to congratulate Jen also. I'm sure she stuck by your side all these years. You guys have been married 20 years now. Congratulations on this honor. Very, very best to you, and enjoy the evening.
know that when we first brought you on board from Louisville, you started out as a football video man, and quite frankly, the word pioneer truly fits, because in all sincerity, you saw the opportunities from a marketing, from a video board technology. You saw that, quite frankly, before anyone else did. And I remember when we first made the upgrades to the video department, we were able to stream all of our games for free, and that wouldn't have happened without you. But the word pioneer and what you've meant to this industry, my hat's off to you.
Rick, congratulations. This honor is long overdue in my opinion, not only for how many people you've affected in this business, but for me personally, almost 20 years as my mentor and one of my best friends. You have shown me how to be a leader. You've taught me how to be a great husband, a great father, a great boss, and more importantly, a great best friend. You've taught me the good, the bad, the ugly of our business. You've been there for all of us, not only in the ACC, but all the college and pro sports. You've definitely paved the way for the rest of us. You know, we just want to send a congratulations to you, and I just hope one day you'll write that book that you've been promising us you'll write. Congratulations.
I know for a fact I'm not speaking out of turn that this award has become one of the coolest things that we get to do as an organization at Sports Video Group. So it's our honor to please welcome to the stage your 2018 SVG College Pioneer Award winner, Mr. Rick Bagby.
All right, Andy, you're probably going to need to take a seat for a second. It's going to take a minute. This is actually really cool. Thank you very much. I need to thank SVG real fast because of what you've done to make this award important. I encourage you to go to the website and look at the past winners. A couple of names have popped up here this week. But when you decided to establish this award in 2012, and you saw Ken Norris in the video, when you decided to make Ken Norris your initial recipient, you set the standard. In my mind, he's a fantastic person in this business, and you just go down the list and you look at the people you've decided to award this to, and to put my name somewhere even near that class of people is truly amazing, and I really appreciate it. I want to take a quick second to say Jeff Schmall's name one more time. If you've been in here today, you heard it earlier today from Andy, you heard it again today from Andy. I strongly encourage you to look him up, look up his legacy of what he did. His name goes along with John Kovacic in 2015. Jeff Schmall is a true pioneer that we never need to forget. So I really, really encourage you to go find out who he is if you do not know who he is, because he's a true legend in this business. One of the great things about being a stand-up here real fast is I get to thank a lot of people. One of the bad things about getting stand-up here is I'm probably going to forget somebody, but I'm going to give it a shot. I need to thank my family first and foremost, Jennifer and Peyton and Taylor. If you're going to be in this business, if you're going to be in college athletics, there's a couple givens. You're going to work nights, holidays, weekends, okay? It's just a given. Think of the last time you actually produced a regular season game on Wednesday at 11 a.m. and made it home for dinner. It doesn't happen in this business. Your family is going to take a back seat a lot to what you do if you're going to stay in this business. And a lot of my remarks, I'm going to try to tailor towards the younger folks in the audience, because I really want to talk about the industry a little bit and what this industry means and what it is. You better have a family who understands, and my family understands. And if you know anything about the Bagby household, you know we've had a rough 6 months or so, and have them to drive down here and be with me today is totally awesome. I love you, and thank you for being here. You'll see my family with me whenever I can. I strongly encourage you, if you're going to be in this business and you're going to have a family, make them important, okay? I'll never make an apology for having my family come along with me You'll see Taylor went with me the other night. I couldn't get here last night to the reception because I had to do a walkthrough with ESPN for our baseball region before I get here. I took Taylor with me. I took my daughter with me just to do a walkthrough at the stadium. Anytime, if I'm going to a game and they can come, they're coming. And I'm never going to apologize for that. I encourage you to make your family important if you're going to be in this business, because at some point they are going to take a back seat to what you do. They just have to, and to be successful in this business. So always make them important when you can. I also need to thank my mother real fast, and I'll tell you the story later. If you ever want to hear the story, I'll tell it to you. But my mother made me, when I was a junior in high school, she made me in the spring of 1990, she made me go and do a meet and greet with Mack Brown. Now, Mack Brown in 1990 was the second-year head coach at North Carolina. He was 2-20. All right, he's not Mack Brown that you know of today. He was not very successful at the time. And she made me go do a meet and greet with him that I did not want to go to. And that chance meeting with him turned into my career as a student at North Carolina, which turned into my career, which turns into me standing up here today. If I had never gone to that meet and greet, your mother knows best a lot of times, sorry girls, but if she had never made me go, I'm not sure I'd be standing up here today. So if you ever want to hear the story, I'll tell it to you, and I'll save you the rest of it. I need to thank my staff real fast. They put my name on this trophy, and it's really nice, but they should never put my name on this trophy. They should have put Clemson Video or Clemson Video Services, because it's not about me. This is not my award. This is all the people who I work with, who I've ever worked with. My staff right now, Matt Glenn and Brett Key, are longtime staff members. They were students for me. Matt's wife, Rebecca, was a student for me. And they've been here. I did not ask them how long they've been there because I've lost track and I don't really want to know. But they are great Clemson people. They come to work every day wanting to make Clemson better and wanting to make me look good. We added Kurt Sutton, who's in the room here, a year or so ago. He's been able to come in and mesh with our staff. You saw Bob McAnally in the video. He's a longtime freelancer for us. We're about to be able to add him as a staff. There's a great core people at Clemson that make me look really, really good. I've had former staff members. You've seen Chad, you've seen Henry Guest in the video, Stephen Manderville, who used to work with us. There's been great people that have made me look fantastic. I don't get to stand up here and talk to you if I don't have a fantastic staff, and I really do. And I make no bones about it. This is not about Rick Bagby winning an award. This is about Clemson Video winning an award, and you need to make sure that you understand what a great staff we have. Students, all of our students, I would never even attempt to name all of them, but all my current students, my former students, if you're going to be in this college sports business, it's about the students, okay? It's about the student athletes that you cover, and it's about the students that you're hiring and working with. I don't have the word professor or coach in front of my name, but I'm a teacher every day, okay? I'm always going to be a teacher. It is the best part of my job is teaching students at Clemson University. They make you successful. Andy talked about it earlier, you're going to be judged on what 18 to 21-year-old students do, just like that head coach is. You're going to be judged on them, on what your production is like. You're a teacher to them every day. My students are awesome. They are certainly the best part of my job. And if you're not placing an importance on teaching and you're going to be in this environment, then you need to get out and go do something else, because this is what it's about. It's about the students and the student athletes that you're covering, and make sure you never lose sight of that. I need to thank Clemson University. Bobby Robinson and Tim Match, you saw Tim Match in the video. Bobby Robinson was the athletic director who hired a 25-year-old guy in May of 1998 to do this. And then Tim Match has been my supervisor for most of my time here at Clemson. They gave me a chance. They gave me an opportunity, and I'm going to talk about opportunity here in just a second. They gave me an opportunity. What you do with an opportunity that you're given is up to you. I hope that I've made Bobby proud with the opportunity that he gave me 20 years ago to do something special at Clemson. I encourage you, when you get an opportunity, to take advantage of it because, again, all you can ask for is an opportunity, and then you've got to take advantage of that. And then our current administration, you saw Dan in the video, Dan Radakovich, our athletic director, Graham Neff, our deputy athletic director. If you follow Clemson, you follow college athletics right this second, you'll understand that Clemson University is on top of the world right now. That is a direct correlation to our administration. Our athletic director, our deputy athletic director just get it. They are awesome with me, with the other departments, with the head coaches. They challenge you, they push you, they make sure you know what you're talking about, and then once you prove that you know what you're talking about, they're going to give you the ability to do your job. And I can't stand up here and do this if I don't have the tools to do my job. And they get it. And I cannot thank our current administration enough. Two other people I want to thank before I tell a quick story and get out of here. Ken even said his name, Chris Schleter and John Kovacic. Two sort of guys that I don't know why you group them together, but I did in this segment. Chris Schleter was my boss when I was a student at North Carolina. I encourage you to look him up on Facebook. He's, again, out of the business now, as Ken mentioned. But he's never gotten his due for what he did for this business. He was a pioneer, in the true sense of the word pioneer. He was doing things, making computers do things before we even had an email address. He was a visionary in making video equipment work the way video equipment wasn't even supposed to work back before we even knew what video equipment was. He was in a business that we didn't even know this was a business back in the 90s. And he worked at North Carolina at a time where they sort of evaluated people on their people skills. They elevated or deflated people based on their people skills. And honestly, his people skills weren't the best in the world. So he never got his due recognition from the University of North Carolina. But I want to give him some recognition tonight because he's a true pioneer in this business, in a business that wasn't even a business when he was doing it. And then John Kovacic. John hired me when I left North Carolina. My next job was with John. And I was only there about 3 months. We joke about how short it was, and it really was probably about 3 months. And before I left there, and I took my next opportunity, and I'm going to talk about opportunities next. And I took my next opportunity. But what John taught me a lot of things. He taught me to think. He taught me to be independent. But what he really did was he gave me an opportunity to move on without being mad at me. I was there for 3 months. He had hired me, took me up there, and when my next opportunity came along to go be a head of a department somewhere, he helped me. He helped me prepare for the interview. He helped me create a budget. I never created a budget. He helped me to figure out how to think through processes, how to think about buying things. He taught me these things, and then he sent me on my way after being there a really short time, and he was never mad at me. I've taken that philosophy with me this entire time. I never get mad at a student if a student wants to go do something else. I never get mad at an assistant if they want to look at another opportunity. If they want to better themselves, that's what it's about. Again, it's not about Rick Bagby's name on something. It's about helping people. It's about helping students. It's about helping your assistants become better. If it becomes about you and you're worried about that student who's about to leave you or that assistant who's about to leave you and your job is going to get tougher until you can figure out how to replace them next time, then you're in the wrong business. Get out. It's not about you. It's about helping other people. And John taught me that early on. And so I've always wanted to pass that along. It is about helping other people, and it is about helping them to be successful. And in turn, you're going to be successful if you've got great people around you. But I can't thank him enough for teaching me that lesson a long time ago. I want to take you through my career, and I want to use the word opportunity. And it really is to a lot of the younger folks in the room. When we started this, you heard Andy talk about Texas A&M in 1993, a Jumbotron in 1996. When we started this, there was no business. There was no SVG. There were no there were no groups to go and network with. There were no professional organizations. It was just a university or two here or there that had some money that could start this. And so I started out in college, in high school shooting video. And to you younger folks, you're like, well, that's no big deal. Everybody does that now. I was doing it in 1987 with a VHS camera. And so now some of y'all are going to pull out a phone and Google what's a VHS camera. I encourage you to do that, and you'll see what I started with. But I took that, and then that went into that chance meeting with Mac Brown, which became an internship my senior year in high school in 1990 at North Carolina. There were no video departments in 1990. There was, not every game was on TV. There was no streaming. There wasn't even an internet really in 1990, to be quite honest with you. And that turned into a career as a student there. When I graduated in North Carolina in 1993, there were no opportunities for me. There were no opportunities in this business. So I took a really good job in Chapel Hill. And that year that I was away from athletics, I got the athletics bug. I wanted to come back, and I wanted to be part of athletics, college athletics. And so I left that really good job that I had that I had graduated and gotten in Chapel Hill, and I came back to North Carolina for an opportunity for $12,500. 10-month position, which means if I stayed there a whole year, there was going to be 2 months, I wasn't going to get a paycheck. There was no health insurance. There was nothing like that. It was just an opportunity. That opportunity turned into a chance opportunity to go to Wisconsin 10 months after I took that job. And I went from $12,500, I went to $24,000. That opportunity 3 months later turned into my first head job at the University of Louisville, the first video coordinator they ever had at the University of Louisville, for $25,000. Took a $1,000 pay raise, but I got a head job. 10 months later, in May of 1998, I got the opportunity to go to Clemson University. $35,000. Took a $10,000 pay raise. I took a job for $35,000. I took an opportunity each time. I didn't take a pay raise. I didn't go after big money. If I wanted to stay where the money was, I'd have stayed in the first job out of college. It was the best paying job I ever had. It was a great job. I would have stayed there. I took the opportunity to do what I wanted to do. And that's the question I get a lot, and that's why I want to tailor it sort of towards the younger folks in the audience. That's what I get from my students now is, how do I decide what I want to do? How do I make this decision? Take the opportunity that fits what you want to do, what inspires you. If you're not inspired, then you're just going to be an average Joe at whatever you do. If you want to go make money, go get your MBA. Go be a salesman where the ceiling is unlimited and how much you can do. If you want to do something that inspires people, if you want to work with people, if you want to do something that's a passion, then go take an opportunity. That opportunity might be for $12,000 for 10 months and no health insurance. That might be what the job is for you. But that opportunity, if you take the opportunity, it will turn into another opportunity. And that opportunity might turn into another opportunity. And that's how you make it in this business. It's not chasing, I didn't chase a dollar. I didn't chase a paycheck. I didn't chase a pay raise. I chased an opportunity because I had gotten that bug that year that I was out of it. And I knew that this is something I wanted to do. And it's to this day, every day when I walk into Clemson University, it's what I want to do. Dan, again, I probably should have thanked him more when I was thanking Dan. He gave me an opportunity a couple years ago. I was pretty burned out, to be honest with you. We had an opportunity at Clemson to really refocus and reshape how we were doing video. And he gave me an opportunity to wet my whistle again, to get excited. And I walk into work every day excited about what I do, because many, many years ago I took the opportunity to do what I wanted to do, what was fun to me, and I live that every day. And so that's what I encourage you to do.